pipers that turned up, they all played different instruments. At that time there was no standard instrument, so someone maybe had one drone, so one stick instead of three, maybe someone had two. The chanter was a bit different as well, maybe some people blew into the bag, maybe some people actually used a bellow instead. It was a really interesting competition because the judges were actually hidden from the competitors. It's pretty cool because today we think about bias a lot of the time as well, and who you like and who you see and who's your favourite, or a connection you might have, because we're a small little world and there's lots of connections in our world. So that was an interesting fact as well when I first heard about that. But after that competition, it was held in Falkirk, which is kind of in between Edinburgh and Glasgow. They realised that it's really hard to judge literally different instruments. So this standardised bagpipe was created, the Great Highland Bagpipe. And obviously, being Scottish, we've kind of named it our own now, because there's bagpipes everywhere, especially all over Europe. Almost every country in Europe has their own kind of version of bagpipe. But the bagpipe that you see today and that we all kind of know and love is the Great Highland Bagpipe. So it's not that old in comparison to obviously other instruments and other things as well. Historically, they think it even started in the Middle East over 2,000 or 3,000 years ago, and it made its way west and things like that as well. But,
got a question.
Yeah, question and answer session. Please, if everyone has a question, we can play less.
No,
because we can save our energy for tonight.
Question.
I mean, that means you need to come tonight and hear us.
Oh, well.
Because you'll be like, they didn't play much. We need to come at 9 o'clock at the main stage to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
These kind, and also the ones that you see people holding in their laps.
Yeah, awesome question. So the bagpipes that you see some people holding on their laps, again, they're going to be bellow blowing for starters, and there's a good chance, being at an Irish festival, that the bagpipes you're talking about are actually the Elan pipes, which is Elan in Irish is elbow. And that's meaning you're playing your bagpipes through your elbow. So that's a completely different instrument. We cannot play that at all. It's completely different fingering. That's like a whole wrestling the octopus number. More than this, which is also a bit like wrestling an octopus. Or someone once said it's like trying to put pajamas on an octopus. So yeah, that's a beautiful sound. But yeah, a cousin, I guess, of our instrument, but quite different as well.
At school, I failed all my exams. Everyone say, I failed all my exams. So yeah, I ended up playing the bagpipes for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. But no, in Scotland we have a thing called the Boys Brigade. It's kind of like the Boy Scouts. And in my hometown, a small town in Ayrshire, which is next door to where Robert Burns was born. Does everyone know who Robert Burns is? Yeah, poet from Scotland. Big Rab. The Boys Brigade and the Scouts was very popular in my town, and we had a pipe band, like a kids' pipe band. And my older brother, he's 2 years older than me, he went along and started learning the snare drum in the pipe band, and I used to go along with my mum and my dad every week, and I just kept going every week. And one night they handed me a chanter, and although I was a little bit too young to join yet, he said, take that chanter home, learn what you can, and come back in a few weeks and we'll teach you how to play the bagpipes. And it's sort of spiraled since then. It's been a slippery slope, but yeah, I've always played the bagpipes. So I was about 6 or 7 years old at that point, and it was probably the best thing that I ever did. It was great. It's given me a chance to travel the world along with these fantastic guys and see some people and meet some new faces and see the world. So it's been fantastic. So that's how I got into playing the bagpipes. The less fingers you use to cover up the holes, that kind of changes the note, all right? And then you blow into this tube here, which Kyle was demonstrating just now, and it goes into a bag. The bag inflates with air, and the air escapes out of all three drones and the chanter as well. And do we have any oboe or saxophone players or anything like that here? No, so they work with a reed, all right? And it works the same as a blade of grass. Air passes through the blade of grass and it vibrates and it makes a noise. So it's really simple, but we make it look really difficult. So, but that's basically how the bagpipes work.
Travel-wise, one of those moments you just thought, I can't believe I'm kind of here playing my bagpipes. This is random and fantastic. Have you got?
Who thought they were going to be here doing a ceilidh? Who thought they were going to be here doing a ceilidh in Peoria? So yeah, it's took us all over the world. I used to be in 7 Scots Reserves, so we've done a lot of, it's PR stuff, we've done a lot of tattoos, We done the Edinburgh tattoo, I've done it once. Everyone always asks about Edinburgh. I would never do it again. They don't treat you the best at Edinburgh, but I love to watch it. I love the show. I watch it every year. If I get a chance to go, I go and see it. But I've done tattoos all over the world. My last year with Seven Scots, I've done 17 and a half years. It was all reserves. I didn't do any properly military stuff. We were reservists, so we had to go and learn all the military side of it, but I was there for the pipe band. It was always pipe band for me. I joined when I was 17 and I was in it for 17 and a half years. One of the best years we had was my last year. I was in Switzerland, Sweden and Hong Kong for the anniversary of the handover. And when was it, Buzz?
97 was the handover.
97, so the anniversary would have been 2017, I think it was the last one I done. Went over. I broke my ankle about 3 weeks before we went, so I was still kind of hobbling a bit. So the pipe major decided it was a good idea I would do the solo. So they flew me over to Hong Kong. I was there for 2.5 weeks, and I played the Star of Highland Cathedral 3 times. And I had a trip to Hong Kong for 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and it was amazing. Amazing to see. It's a great thing to be part of. And just as we say, the pipes have taken me all over the world. I started again when I was 7, and it's been a life choice. I'm glad I took it.
All of us in a previous career in this one too, but as a chili piper, I wondered what's been your kind of highlight moment. Maybe it was a gig or a country or a festival, and you just thought this is pretty cool that music's taken you there. Have you got one for us?
Afternoon, folks. How are we all doing? I'll speak very slowly.
I'll translate for you.
Translate for me. Yes, been lucky. I've been in the band for 6-7 years. Before that, I was 30 years in the British Army as a musician, so toured everywhere, and I've made the band through doing that. So that's probably the highlight. I was in the Basel Tattoo in Switzerland with my army band, and the Chili Pipers were there and offered me a gig. So sliding doors moment. So I always look back to that. I was coming to the end of my career, right place, right time, and I left the military, and I've been in the band 7 years. Only 2 weeks ago we were in Japan, first time I've been in Japan, played at the Fuji Rock Festival, absolutely amazing, beautiful country, what an atmosphere. Glastonbury, have you heard of Glastonbury Festival in the UK? We did that last year, again, absolutely amazing. I'll beat the Edinburgh tattoo record. I've did 16 Edinburgh tattoos to Andy's one, and I quite enjoyed all of mine. And I'm only 23 years old, I've fitted all that in. So yeah, I've been very lucky. I've been a musician all my adult life, and I've been everywhere. Only really came to the States through the Chili's. Didn't really come with the British Army at all, so it's been cool. I've been so many places, and it's great to come and play for these people and just meet new people and have great experiences. So yeah, that's a bit of my story. So hopefully see you later on.
You go and watch it again and press pause. It was a crazy experience. I didn't know what I was going into. I was initially just to be recording and not be filming, so I recorded for a couple of days, and that was good fun. And then I got the call saying, actually, we want you on set as well. So I didn't know what I was going into. It was great. The production, the size of the production was just quite mind-blowing. Obviously, it was all in Scotland. And I got like a wig, and I was asking the lady, how much is the wig? She's like, oh, it's about $10,000 US. There was over 150 extras. So if you do the math on wigs alone, it's a pretty big production. So it was really cool, and yeah, the first episode, I don't want any spoilers if you've not watched it yet, but there's a piper obviously a few times there, and that's me. So I thought we'd maybe play the Sky Boat song, which is as you might know, is the theme tune for Outlander. So why don't we give that one a wee shot just now.